Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Glad you're with us. Come on over and play. This is where you get signed up for the game. All are welcome to participate. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the website, you'll notice we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you. So let us know a team name for yourself here tonight, followed by an email address. And lastly, let us know, are you in the league? If you're in the league, welcome back. Thank you for being here. It is week 8 of season 64 of NYC Trivia League. If you're not in the league, hello. Thank you for being here. Get signed up, fill out that form, and click sign me up to play. Here's what we're doing tonight. We're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics, those are going to be question and answer style rounds. And the fourth and final category of the evening, we're going to change it up with a picture round. So the majority of the game is made up of these question and answer style rounds. Let me explain to you exactly how that's going to go down. As I ask you a question out loud, you are going to be able to see it in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning, of course, you can see the questions as I ask them. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options. The vast majority of them are going to be short answer in their structure. Your goal is to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Each of the 10 questions in these first 3 rounds of the game will have a countdown timer accompanying them. So just make sure you keep an eye out for that countdown timer and that you always submit your answers before it's too late. In the instance that you've entered in a response and you realize that it's not the correct answer, but you know what it is, please feel free to update your response as many times as you want. Just make sure you click submit answers again before the timer expires so that we have your most up-to-date response on our end. In the event that you've entered something in and there's a spelling error, unless the question is about the spelling or that's important for some reason, sometimes it is. It's not that big of a deal. I am able to see what you have put, and I'll do my best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hello and welcome. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Come play with us. We want you here. This is the website to come to, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, please enter in a team name followed by an email address. Then let us know, are you in the league? We want to know. We want you here whether you're in the league or not, of course. Speaking of the league, let's see how things are going thus far with our standings in this season. After 7 weeks, right now we've got We Drink and We Know Things in that top spot with 268 points across those 7 games. And rounding out the 10th spot with 195 points, we've got Team Cockroach, the next immolation. Well done to those 2 teams and everyone else in the top 10. If you don't see yourself up there, head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. See how it's going so far this season. Never too late to sign up if you want to tonight. You can just click the box that says you're in the league. Then we'll start keeping track of your score over at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. I welcome you to participate. Once again, come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com to get signed up for tonight's game. Back to our game structure. So we've got those first 3 question and answer rounds behind us, and then we're going to get to the picture round. The picture round is a little bit different than our first 3 topics of the game, so stay tuned for more details about that. I'll walk you through the specifics when we get to that point of the quiz. Before we dive into our first round here tonight, I do have 2 simple rules that I kindly ask that you all follow here tonight. Rule number 1, the most important rule of trivia: there is no cheating in this game. Don't look the answers up. Use your brains. That's how we keep things fun and fair for everybody. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. The chat is active. Love hearing from you all. Please feel free to keep that conversation flowing throughout the game. Just refrain from spoiling things for others. That is all that I ask of you. And with that, we're going to dive into our first category of the evening. This is your last chance to get signed up before we dive into round number 1. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be joining these 37 teams from New York City and around the world. From our first team to get signed up here tonight, the Mountaineer, down to our most recent team to join us, Quizter. Welcome to those 2 teams and every team in between. Best of luck on tonight's game. Let's get into it. Round number 1 tonight is in the topic of keep your wits about you. What does that mean? Let's find out. In this round, each correct answer will contain WIT. Let's do it. Here's question 1. Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski has written what series of fantasy novels and short stories surrounding the monster hunter Geralt of Rivia? Geralt of Rivia, the central character in the series and the TV series. The Witcher is your correct answer. We've got WIT coming up in Witcher. Question 2. What hybrid video game console released a second iteration of the device in 2025 featuring the Joy-Con 2 controllers, a larger liquid crystal display, more internal storage, and updated graphics? The Joy-Con 2 controllers are those detachable controllers that are part of a Nintendo Switch. Switch 2 came out this year. Question number 3. Nestle, Swatch, and Lindt are all companies headquartered in what country? Nestle, Swatch, Lindt, all headquartered in Switzerland is your correct answer. Well done, every single team who submitted. Got it right. A true social. Look at that beautiful 100% that we've got going on there. Question number 4. What video live streaming service began as a spinoff of Justin.tv in 2011 as a space intended for gaming content and today is over 35 million unique visitors a month? Justin.tv made way for a platform that we know and love. It's Twitch. Twitch, your correct response for question number 4. On to our 5th question in round number 1. Keep your wits about you. WIT gonna pop up in each correct answer. What 2025 animated Netflix movie based on a Roald Dahl book is narrated from the perspective of a firefly living in the beard of one of the title characters? Hardest question of the game so far. Answers trickling in a little bit here. Yes, Roald Dahl did write The Witches, which fits the category. However, he also wrote Twits, The Twits, your correct response for question number 5. 46% of you got that one right. Well done. Question 6. Agatha Christie's 1925 short story Traitor's Hands, about a woman who testifies against her husband in an inheritance case, was adapted into a play in 1957 and a movie directed by Billy Wilder under what title? A wife testifying against her husband. She was a witness for the prosecution, is your correct answer. Traitor's Hands became witness for the prosecution. 18 teams got that one right, which is 44% of you. Tuffy. Here's number 7. What song title is shared between a 2002 Eminem song that peaked at number 2 and a 2018 Halsey song that reached number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart? Huge hit songs for Eminem and later Halsey, both called Without Me. Without Me, your correct response for number 7. Question number 8. Who was the creator and showrunner of the TV series Arrested Development? The creator and showrunner of Arrested Development, Mitchell Hurwitz. Hurwitz is where we're getting that wit in. Question number 8. Here is number 9. Actresses Rosemarie of Rachel Getting Married and Joyce of Three's Company are not related, but share what last name? We've got Rosemarie and Joyce. DeWitt is their shared last name. And we've got one more question in this Keep Your Wits About You round. Here's number 10. What 3-time Grammy winning artist says the phrase, I know, 26 times in a row in a 1971 song? I know, 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 I know. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's Bill Withers. Bill Withers. 71% of you got it right. That does bring us to the end of our first category of the evening. How's it going? I hope you're doing well so far. Let's check in with our top teams. Right now, we've got a tie in 7th place with 9 points each between We Drink and We Know Things 22, Team 578, and Team 578, as well as the Mountaineer, and tied for the lead with perfect 10 for 10s thus far. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69. Barf, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. Great first round. We've got so much quiz left to go. Our second category this evening coming your way. But first, we host private events. If you're looking for a way to celebrate an upcoming gathering, be it a birthday party or holiday get together, consider bringing us in person or digitally to customize a game just for you. You can reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. I'd love to work with you. Our second round, let's do it. It is in the category of name change. We're talking about people, places, things changing their names. Round 2, question 1. Original bassist for the Quarrymen, Stuart Sutcliffe, is said to have suggested what band change their name to one inspired by Buddy Holly's band, The Crickets? The Crickets helped inspire the name. The Beatles is your correct answer for number 1. 85% of you got it right. Question 2. Since Fisher-Price owned the name Little People, licensing agent Roger Schlafer changed the name of what toy that was not originally for sale, but instead could be adopted for prices ranging from $60 to $1,000? Little People, the original name for Cabbage Patch Kids, renamed. $1,000 for a Cabbage Patch Kid? That's wild. Question 3. What Vietnamese city was renamed Ho Chi Minh City in 1976 to honor the president of North Vietnam who fought for Vietnamese independence? Excellent question, the Mountaineer. I wish that more of them did. I think it has to be some pretty rare ones for them to get much money. Your correct answer here, Ho Chi Minh City, was Saigon. Saigon, your correct answer for question number 3. Question 4. For the first 2 seasons of the ABC sitcom Two Guys and a Girl, what location was a part of the title? I guess they moved on plot-wise from this location, so it made sense to take it out of the title. It was initially called Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, starring Ryan Reynolds and Traylor Howard and someone else who I cannot remember who they are. If anyone else knows, tell us in the chat. Question 5. Due to a history of social stigma associated with the disease, what disease today is referred to as Hansen's disease, named for the Norwegian physician who identified a key bacteria? International treasure Nathan Fillion, yes, was on Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. The other guy, though, the titular guy, was Peter Dunville was the character name. Richard Ruccolo, the actor. The actor? Okay. Hansen's disease is leprosy. Leprosy. Now, Hansen's disease is its preferred title. Question 6. Originally called Mahicantuck by Algonquins and North River by Dutch settlers, what is the current name of the river named for a man who disappeared in 1611? Almost, but not quite a social. Mahikatuck, North River, aka the Hudson River. Your correct response for number 6. 85% of you got that one right. We've got 4 more questions in this name change round. Here's number 7. Portrayed by Ray Liotta in Goodfellas, what former Lucchese crime family associate had to change his name after entering witness protection with his family? That person who is portrayed by Ray Liotta in Goodfellas is Henry Hill. Your correct answer for number 7. Question number 8. Best Buy was originally an audio specialty store with what name? Not to be confused with a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. A Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. The first name of Best Buy, minus a the, it's Sound of Music. Sound of Music is what the store was called. 2 more questions in round 2. Here is number 9. Surgeons and Complications were working titles for what TV show that was renamed to what? A play on the name of a medical textbook. Still running today. That series is Grey's Anatomy. Your correct response for number 9. And our final question of round number 2. Robin Williams starred as NDR-11, a robot who's a servant whose family renames him Andrew Martin in what 1999 movie? NDR 114 becomes Andrew Martin in the movie Bicentennial Man is your correct answer for number 10. And of course, our theme for season 64 has just come up. You have just been Robin. There he is, right down front. Bicentennial Man himself, Andrew Martin. You're going to be Robin every single time you play with us in season 64. So I hope very much that you'll join us 1 week from today for our next quiz. You can find us right here on Wednesday, November 19th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That's quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. The following Wednesday, we're looking at holiday week right there. It's Thanksgiving the following day, so we are not going to have trivia on Wednesday, November 26th, but I hope very much that you'll join us next week. Also, check out at Trivia Man on Instagram for updates about the movie quiz and other trivia things that he's got going on. The movie quiz currently on hiatus. Let's check in with our standings. We're 2 rounds into the quiz here tonight. As it stands right now at the halfway point, our top teams, we've got a tie for 18th place with 9th place with 18 points between the chilliest Nandos, Team 578 and Team 578. The Oslo Condition tied in 6th with 19 points. We Drink and We Know Things 22, Pieced It Together, and the Mountaineer. And these teams continue to have perfect scores, 20 for 20. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69. Barf and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. Round 3's topic tonight, we're talking all about 2025, a year in review. Looking back on this year, 2025, round 3, question 1. What 2025 movie, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, is based on the 1990 postmodern fiction novel Vinland, written by Thomas Pynchon? The Thomas Pynchon novel Vinland, adapted into the PTA movie One Battle After Another, is your correct response for number 1. 56% of you got it right. Really good movie. Strongly recommend it. Question 2. Based on the real-life account of Molly Cochin, the 2025 series Dying for Sex stars what actress as Molly, a woman diagnosed with terminal cancer who then separates from her husband in search of sexual gratification? Really good show featuring an Emmy nominated performance from Michelle Williams. Your correct answer for number two. Question number three. Emertage, Ruby, and Alter Ego are all solo albums slash EPs released in 2025 by three different members of what musical quartet, who is currently performing in their international concert tour called the Deadline World Tour? Amortage, a 2025 album by Jisoo, Ruby by Jenny, Alter Ego by Lisa. It's Blackpink. Blackpink on the Deadline World Tour. Question number four. Two American tennis players won a Grand Slam singles title in 2025. Madison Keys winning her first major title at the Australian Open, and what other women's player winning her second major title at the French Open? The two American tennis players winning Grand Slam singles titles, Madison Keys and Coco Gauff, is your correct answer for question number four. 78% of you got it right. On to our fifth question in this 2025 A Year in Review themed round. Released in January 2025, Onyx Storm is the third book in the best selling Empyrean book series, along with Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, by what romance fantasy author? The Empyrean book series written by Rebecca Yaros is your correct response for number five. 41% of you got that one right. On to our sixth question in round three. After Justin Trudeau's resignation, what leader of Canada's Liberal Party was elected as the Prime Minister of Canada in March 2025, defeating Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre? The current Prime Minister of Canada is Mark Carney. Your correct answer for number six. 59% of you got it right. Hope the Canadians out there were like, "Ooh, one for us." Question number seven. Based on images taken by the James Webb Telescope, S 2025 U1 was identified in August 2025 as the 29th moon of what planet in our solar system? S 2025 U1. If you didn't hear about this, hopefully that U guided you towards Uranus. Your correct answer for number seven. Toughest question of the game thus far. 34% of you got it right. Question number eight. The selection of Chicago born Cardinal Robert Prevost as the new pope in 2025 saw several online safely speculate fun facts about the pope, such as him being the only pope to be a Chicago White Sox fan, the pope that has eaten the most hot dogs in his lifetime, and the first pope to have drunk what notoriously bitter liqueur produced by the Carl Jepsen Company. Has not been confirmed that the Pope has had this liqueur, but someone should just ask him. Perhaps he has, because it is made in Chicago, and this one was my hint of the night. If you follow me on Instagram, hopefully you do, and you know that the liqueur is called Malort. Your correct response for question number eight. 85% of you got it right. If you don't follow me already, I encourage you to do so. You can find me at Trivia Meredith on Instagram. I do give away a brand new hint every single time you play with us. And once again, our next game coming up 1 week from today on Wednesday, November 19th, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Follow me. I'll help you out just a little bit. Malort, apparently the Helsinki syndrome has had it and has feelings about it. All right, we've got two more questions in this round. Number nine. At the end of the 2025 season in November, Six Flags America and Hurricane Harbor in what U.S. state officially closed after more than 50 years of operation under various names and owners? Six Flags America and Hurricane Harbor, located in Maryland, have closed after 50 years of operation. Another toughie, 34% got it. Well done to that 34%. Our final question in this round. Then we've got our picture round coming up. Here's number 10. In March 2025, Jeffrey Goldberg of The Atlantic reported that members of the U.S. cabinet inadvertently included him in a group chat and shared secret military plans in Yemen via what instant messaging app? Military secrets shared on the app. Signal is your correct answer for number 10. And that does bring us to the end of round number 3. Checking in with our standings as we head into our fourth and final round of the night. Right now, we've got a tie in 7th place with 27 points between Team 578 and Pieced It Together. In 5th place, we've got a tie with 29 points between We Drink and We Know Things 22 and The Mountaineer, and a 4-way tie for the lead with perfect 30 for 30. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to this final round of the night, the picture round, which is in the topic of famous books. Name the author. In this round, you are going to see 10 book covers, and your job is to identify the author of each of those books that are depicted. On your answer sheet, you'll see 10 images laid out next to each other. Inside of each image is a number from 1 through 10. And underneath those 10 numbered images, you're going to find 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the author on the corresponding numbered blank. Make sure your answers are in the correct order. You all have 5 minutes to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll find out how you did and then move on to our tiebreaker question to close out the game. Let's do it, everybody. Please name these 10 authors. Good luck. We're at the halfway point for this picture round. Hope it's going well for you all. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Reminder, simply looking for the name of the author. Good luck. Quick note, teams, if your answer happens to be someone with more than one person who has the same last name who's an author, please put their first and last name if you want to get a point. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click submit answers. That 20-second countdown timer is starting any moment now. I'm glad I made it very clear that we're looking for the name of the author, not the ISBN numbers. Let's see how you did. Image number one, the book To the Lighthouse, written by Virginia Woolf. Image number two, we've got The Catcher in the Rye, which is by J.D. Salinger. Image three is Don Quixote, which is by Cervantes. Image number four, we've got 100 Years of Solitude, which is written by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Image number five, The Godfather, is written by Mario Puzo. Number six, Wuthering Heights, is by Emily Bronte. Hope you heard my mid-round note to kindly put a first and last name if you wanted a point. Next, we've got number 7, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Number 8, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. Number 9, The Giver by Lois Lowry. And number 10, Beloved, which is by Toni Morrison. How did you do? Let's find out. The toughest one of the round, with 49% of you getting it right, was the first one, To the Lighthouse, Virginia Woolf. The easiest one, with 90% of you getting it, To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee. That does bring us to our final question of the night, the tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer. And I ask that you kindly place your best guess so when you're entering in a number here. So you can guess over or under. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever's closest is going to break that tie. Here's your question. Published April 8th, 2014 by Simon & Schuster, the Kindle edition of Leo Tolstoy's novel War and Peace is how many total pages in length? If your team ended up in a tie and you're in the top 15 or so teams here tonight, we will calculate the results of this tiebreaker and post the results over on our Instagram. You can find us at NYC Trivia League. Make sure you check it out, see what ended up happening there. Reminder, we'll be back 1 week from today on Wednesday, November 19th, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And there's no quiz the following week on November 26th. Starting that countdown timer, we'll find out how you did on this tiebreaker question. Hopefully no one got it. Pretty obscure question there, as the tiebreakers tend to be. The 2014 Kindle edition of War and Peace, how many total pages in length? If you guessed 2,101, then you got it right, which nobody did, I'm happy to report. Well done. That does bring us to the end of our game here tonight. Before we get to our final scores, I would love it if everyone would join me in wishing a very, very happy birthday to the wonderful Jamie Moyer. Happy birthday, Jamie. We love you. Thank you for playing tonight. Can't wait to see you at Thanksgiving. Happy birthday. Let's hear that sound one more time. Nope, it won't do it. Well, no more party sound for you. Let's give it something else. How about one of these? Let's go over to the winner's circle and see what happened with our final scores here this evening. Finishing up the game in a tie for 15th place. Let's check it out. A tie for 15th between Gravy Ember, Fusilli Jerry, and Why Not Zoidberg, each team with 30 points. In 14th place tonight with 31 points, we've got Jive Turkeys. Tied in 12th with 33, the Teutonic Titwillows and the Oslo Condition. Tied in 10th with 35, Barf and the Chilliest Nando. In 9th place tonight with 36 points, Team 578. Tied in 7th with 37, Team 578 and pieced it together. Tied in 5th place with 39, We Drink and We Know Things 22 and the Mountaineer. And we did it, a 4-way tie for the lead. 40 for 40, perfect scores. We Drink and We Know Things 12. We Drink and We Know Things 17. We Drink and We Know Things 69. And 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Thank you all so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you to Cullen for helping to make this possible. Thanks to Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for creating the software that you all played the quiz on here tonight. We appreciate you. And we'll be back next week. Thanks again. And we'll see you soon. And one more time, happy birthday, Jamie. All right, good night, everybody. Great game.